Right, there we go. So here we've got Toots, we've got gorgeous Boo Boo, gorgeous Toots, gorgeous Betsy and gorgeous Baba. Hello Toots, hello, say hello to Mum and Dada. And it's been an absolute sheer success story. I'm amazed. Well, I'm not amazed because I knew they'd all bond brilliantly, and they have done. But I really didn't think it'd be so quick because literally within the first minute, they just took to each other. Incredible. It was absolutely amazing. And the one that you would think would have a problem would obviously be Baba and Betsy, and they've just been totally submissive and fine. So it's amazing. So obviously Toots is now, having a little scratch at Boo, which isn't a scratch, it's just her way of saying that Boo's still mine. And there we go, we've got the first lovely kiss from Betsy to Toots. That's incredible to see. I'm glad I've got that on film for you. So that's the first kiss that Betsy's given to Toots, and then she's just laid down in front of Toots, Betsy. So that shows how beautifully content she is. And Betsy was, as you know, very hyper, very stressed out. I've done a lot of cuddling with Betsy before this bonding started, and I've finally got her to a nice chilled out place, as you can see. So Betsy isn't nervous anymore, she's lovely and relaxed. So she was then ready to go into the bond. So Betsy's happy, she's accepting them all. This is just a normal little run around scuffle that happens in bonding. It's just absolute natural behaviour. So Toots is ruling the roost at the moment. Toots wants both the boys and Betsy. So she wants all of them to herself. Now that's fine. Little Barbar's just hopped on the side of the bath there, haven't you, Barbar? But that's fine because all Toots is doing is she's telling Barbar she was getting on top of him, having a little scuffle and saying, look, I'm the boss here, mate. So, if you don't like it, lump it type of thing. But Barbar's fine. He tried to scrabble out the bath and he's just flopped back in and he's fine now. Perfectly all right. All this is natural bonding behaviour, you see. There's nothing wrong with any of the behaviour. It's all perfect. And little Toots is the boss, aren't you, Toots? Yeah, you're the boss, Tootsie. And it's so funny because you never can tell. You'd have really thought that Betsy would be the boss because Betsy was, although she was nervous, she was quite the boss. Or even Barbar could have been the boss, but no, Barbar is totally submissive. Look at Barbar now, you see. So he's got himself under Betsy, and he's got himself under Toots, and he's just like sat there as if to say, it's fine, take me, I'm here, I'm not bothered. But yeah, he's fine. If a bunny doesn't want another bunny near them, they'll soon create, believe me. So, if Barbar wasn't happy with what Toots is doing, he would basically nip her. And this little scuffling Toots is doing it's literally, in English, it means, you're mine type of thing. So yes, Toots is quite the little tart, aren't you, Toots? But a posh tart. Toots, tarty Toots. Toots wants both fellas, don't you, Toots? Yes, but Betsy says that's fine. She can have both the fellas as long as she's her best friend as well. So yeah, Toots and Betsy are best mates. They're all best mates, as you can see here. And the best bit is that shows me, when you've cracked it with bonding, when they are all eating something, which they have done. They've all eaten hay, they've all had some kale, and they've all had a little piece of Hoover's Seeded Sensations, toasted. So they've all had a little bit of that, because that's very good for them. And so they've all eaten, which shows they're very relaxed in each other's company. And of course, the best thing that any rabbit can do is do the dead flop. And so far, they've nearly all, Betsy's done a dead flop. Toots did one, and Bard did sort of half a one, and Boo's relaxed anyway. So, you know, they're doing their own thing, really chilled out. They've probably been in here, I'd say I've had them in here for about an hour now. The bath is obviously the place which is great to bond them in, because they can't get a grip of anything. So, you know, it's good because the little bit of slippiness in the bath doesn't harm them. It's not a problem. And it's great because it keeps them in one place and it keeps them near each other, you see. Because if they do have a little slip in the bath, I'm here to watch they're all right. And I've supervised them the whole time, obviously. But if they have a little slip in the bath, it's fine because they just huddle together more. You know, it's just a little bit skiddy, and that's good. That's what you need. And then you put the bit of hay in. They've all been munching that. And yeah, this is the story as we stand at the moment. This is after an hour, isn't it, Boo? You gorgeous baby. You're all so beautiful. I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it, kids. You're the perfect family now, aren't you? Yep, so you should be happy, folks. We're certainly very happy. Russ and I are over the moon for you that we've got them together as a four for you. So the plan now is they're going to go out in the run. They're going to go out in a nice big 10-foot run together with lots of toys of each other's scent on their toys, and we're going to put their own litter pans in there with their scent in there. We haven't cleaned out the litter pans. Russ has made sure of that. You don't ever clean out litter pans too much. If you clean out litter pans too much, you're basically confusing a rabbit, because they live off each other's scent. They know their scent straight away. For example, I only clean my rabbits' litter pans every 2 days, and I never wash them out. Now that might sound disgusting, but it's not, because if they got bad, my litter pans, I would just simply use an unfragrance baby wipe just to get any bit of mess off. But I never scrub and wash my litter pans, because you're just undoing their scenting territory in that toilet, and they won't pee in there if you wash it too much. So we're going to put the litter pans in the run with all the toys, and let them just have a ball in the run. Now you can see there, you can see Boo just did that dead flop then. So that's amazing now, because they've all done a dead flop. Now a dead flop, you've probably seen it a few times. Dead flop is, that in English basically, bunny language it's called a dead flop, and in English it means that they've that they're in the highest form of contentment. That's what a dead flop is. They can't be any more content than they are right at that moment. So they've all done a dead flop. They've all come together beautifully. I wouldn't say there's been any fight whatsoever. Touch wood. They're not going to fight now, to be honest. It's highly unlikely. It would be extremely rare if they had a fight now, put it that way. But yeah, they're amazing. Just look the way they're munching the hay, the toast. They're just totally happy. Aren't you, Betsy? You gorgeous Betsy, and beautiful Boo and Baba. Just amazing. So yeah, Betsy's just having a little nosy, aren't you, Betsy, to see what Auntie Faye's doing. So we'll get you out now, kids. We're going to get them in the run, because they'll need a nice big drink of water and some fresh veg. They have had kale in here as well, but as you can see, that's demolished now, the kale. It's nearly all gone. So yes, kids, we're going to get you in that run and give you lovely playtimes out there in the fresh air. And by the way as well, another tip is keep them eating hay as much as possible. Every rabbit should eat its own body weight in hay. That is the guide. So Betsy should eat her body weight in hay, Baba his body weight in hay, and so on and so forth. So the more hay they eat, the healthier they'll be. Just a teeny bit of veg they need. They don't need much veg, rabbits. You can give them too much and then it'll cause status and bloat and God knows what. So it's not great veg. I just give mine little bits. But yeah, I'll send you a link by email of these little treats, because they like the alfalfa bales. You can get them from Pets at Home. They also like the little hay sticks, Fibre First, so I'll show you them. And they also like the new hay treats in Pets at Home, so I'll send you them by email. But yeah, so say bye, kids, to Mummy and Daddy. We're off in the garden now. You've had your little bonding session in the bath, and it's been a fantastic success, hasn't it, kids? You've loved it. They're just amazing. So welcome to your new family of 4, folks. It's fantastic news. They've come together great. So Russie's ready now with the run outside, so we'll get them out. See you later, baby. Say see you later, Mummy and Daddy. See you later, Mummy and Daddy. Right, we'll come back later and give you part 2. Bye for now.